This video is going to cover how to choose an article for Forum B in Project 7. Now remember that the article you select for Forum B, you're then going to argue against and use in Project 7. So the same article is being used for both assignments. All right, a couple things I want to say about the criteria for this article. One is controversy. Right? That means that the topic or issue discussed in this article must have at least two opposing sides. Now, I do not mean that the article needs to present both of these sides within it. I just mean that the topic must have multiple views. So we could take the issue of gun control. There are those who are for gun control and those who are against gun control. But maybe my article is only going to talk about why someone is for gun control. Okay? So that's what I mean by controversy. The second is make a claim. So a claim is basically when the author is making a case that something is true. All right? Now, in news sources, sometimes this gets tricky because in general, a news article isn't going to make a case that something's true, it's just going to present information. So that's why you need to look for articles from news sources that are labeled as editorial or opinion, because those types of articles, the reporter will be making a case that something is true. Often that person will be interpreting some national event or local event that's happening. Now, one other word, do not use personal blogs for this assignment. I don't want to see you responding to a blog that Joe down the road wrote about why he doesn't like gun control, okay? You need to select an article from a reputable source. Now, I will say that some reputable sources and online publications do have blogs or sections where they allow maybe guests or their editors or writers to write short kind of posts in the blog. And that's okay. If the blog is associated with a reputable source, I will accept it, but it cannot just be someone's personal blog. Now, lastly, and this one is very important, you must select an article that has the opposite view of your own. Okay, so remember for Project 7, you're going to be arguing against this view or this claim that's being made. So right now you're looking for articles that you disagree with, not ones that you agree with. Okay, so selecting an article. What I recommend is taking a few moments and brainstorming some controversies to find the one that you most want to write on. And I would pause the video for about 5 minutes and think about what are some controversies related to your career or work, maybe the job you currently have or the field that you're going into once you get your degree. You can think about controversies related to religion, maybe with Christianity, politics, culture, or maybe any issue that's going on locally within your town, or could be a national issue that's going on. So if you don't have a clear issue right now, go ahead, pause the video and come back. But otherwise, once you have this issue, you're then going to need to search for an article that is related to this controversy that you selected. So what I recommend doing is taking basically the topic and then using a word like against or pro and searching with them together in like Google or whichever search engine you use, okay? So an example would be I could Google articles pro-abortion. So if I'm against abortion, remember I'm looking for an article that I disagree with. So that would help me find this. Now, if this isn't enough to get you what you want, you can also try other words like good, bad, anti, for, and then what really helps is to use the word like editorial or opinion. That can really help you narrow down the articles to what you want. So if you need some more help selecting or forming searches to find this article, there's a link to another video right up on the screen, or you can check the message below. And then lastly, if you would like me to confirm or approve an article before you move forward and write about it for Forum B, please just email me the link to that article and I'll give you my input.